Hey guys, this is Pokemonism7 here with some more Poke News of Cold Flare. These are all the scans for Cold Flare. I just made one of Freeze Bolt. So here we go. Tangrowth isn't really anything special. Our first EX is Celebi. It's Time Recall for those of you who played back in the day. It's a Memory Berry for those of you who didn't. All of your Pokemon can use attacks from their previous evolutions, but you still need the required energy to attack. Leavanny, it's way too flippy for any playability, but you might be able to run it with Victory Star Victini. Other than that, I wouldn't recommend trying to play this. Lilligant, nothing really special except for return, 20 damage draw until you have 6 in your hand. It's just a waste of an attack. Camerupt isn't really anything special. Then we've got the Blastoise line. The Squirtle actually has an ability, but it's not really anything special. It just can't be sniped while on the bench. And then Blastoise, its ability is a lot like Feraligatr Primes. For those of you who just started playing, you get to attach as many water energy as you like. Then Hydro Pump, 60 damage. It does 10 more for each water energy attached to Blastoise. Golduck's not anything special. Swan is not anything special. Then we've got Keldeo EX. Its ability Step In. If it's on your bench, you can switch it with your active. And then Secret Sword does 20 more damage for each water energy attached to it, so there's some playability between that and Blastoise. Electivire is not really anything special. It can just spread damage on your opponent's bench. Galvantula is not anything special. Then we've got the Dusknoir line. Dark Hand, you get to move around your opponent's damage counters. So that's pretty good. There's supposed to be a deck based around that and something else, but I forget. Toxicroak's not anything special. Swoobat could be the comeback of Durant. Jet Woofer, discard the top cards of your opponent's deck for each psychic energy attached to Swoobat. Aside from that, it's not really anything special. Sandslash isn't anything special. Solrock's not anything special, really. Conkeldurr, not really anything special either. Crustle, if there's no damage counters on, if there's a one-shot attempt, it can't be one-shotted. And if it does get one-shotted, it has 10 left, or yeah, it has 10 left instead. Scizor, not really anything special. Skarmory, not anything special. Then we've got White Kyurem EX, the only dragon in Cold Flare. Dragon Stream, 60 damage. If heads, attach a basic energy from the discard pile to White Kyurem. Then Cold Flare, 150. Discard 2 fire attached to White Kyurem and the defending Pokemon is burned. You do not have an option on it. You have to discard the energy. So I don't think it's going to see too much playability. Then they're trying to bring back Ditto. It's not all that great. Basically what you do is you can play a basic Pokemon on the Ditto. And Ditto is treated as that Pokemon. All cards, damage counters, special conditions and stuff go to the new basic Pokemon. So again, not anything special. Exploud, Roar of Destruction. You look at your opponent's hand and discard all items, so not bad. Round, 50 damage. If you want to make a round-based deck, does 50 damage times the number of Pokemon with round as one of their attacks. Delcatty, for a colorless, it does 30 damage and it searches out a basic energy. Not too bad, but since it's a stage 1, I don't think it's gonna see much playability. Then we've got Watchog. Not really anything special. It just does 30, then 60 as long as it keeps using Psych Up. But aside from that, not anything special. Stoutland, its ability Watchdog. While it's your active, your opponent can't play supporters. So, sort of a Tekken Gothitelle, I guess. Wild Tackle, 90 damage. Flip a coin if tails, it does 20 to itself. So, it might see a little playability, but not much. On your trainers, they have a Bicycle. Draw until you have 4 in your hand. Not too bad. There's this combo with Skyla, which I'll get to in a second. Computer search, which for those of you who didn't play back in the day, I'll get to that in a second. And then bicycle. I'll get to that after I've reviewed the computer search and Skyla and stuff. Ether, you reveal the top card. If it's a basic energy, attach it to one of your Pokemon. If not, return it to the bottom of your deck. So, not all that great. Skyla, you search your deck for a trainer card and put it into your hand. Then you've got Esperita City Gym. All colorless Pokemon have 20 more HP, well, 20 more max HP. For those of you who care, there's the Skyla art. Now to the computer search, there's the art. As you can see, it's an A-Spec card. For those of you who don't know, you can only play one A-Spec in your deck. Computer search, you discard 2 cards, search for any card, and put it into your hand. The combo with Skyla and Bicycle is you go Skyla, search out Computer search, discard 2 cards, search out Bicycle, draw 4 cards. So I think it's I think it's a pretty good combo. Then Crystal Edge, if it's attached to White Kyurem, it does additional 50 damage to any active Pokemon that it attacks. Under the full arts, you've got your full art Celebi, pretty nice. Full art Keldeo, that's some pretty nice artwork. And then full art White Kyurem, that's really nice artwork. The only reason I want it is just for the artwork. Then we've got full art Bianca. I want this not only as a collector's item, but because it's a pretty good card for next format. In case you didn't see the other video, they're also making a full art Sharon, so they're bringing back full art supporters. And then secret rares, you've got shiny Terrakion, rocking those pink horns. And then you've got your shiny Altaria. For those of you who don't know, Battle Song, as long as it's in play, your dragon types do an additional 20 damage to any active Pokemon. If you have multiples in play, then good for you. And the Terrakion, Retaliate, 30 damage. If any of your Pokemon were knocked out, it does 60 more. Land Crush does 90. Then Bianca, for those of you who don't know, but it's been in the format for a while, so you probably should know. You draw until you have 6 in your hand, and yeah. That's all I've got for you today. Again, this was by PokeBeach, so gotta give some credit to them. And yeah, see ya.